So what I usually do is that at the end of this page, there's an option where you can select how many searches you want to view per page. So I just selected 100 so that I don't have to, continue going back and forth on the pages. So we've already seen this. I'm just gonna scroll down to where we left. Yeah, here. Again, 2 digits a word. We do not want to do those. Airfield lighting. Okay, that was actually good, and it was due on June 16th. So one problem with when we go to other pages is that most of them they have already been passed. Like due date is already passed. But still, this website is not very, up to the mark. So I would recommend you to not skip going to the other pages as well. So as you can see, all of these are already passed. We cannot work on them. This one here, July 10th. Okay, yeah, this is good. Site visit. Open like a new tab. Oh, stop loading. So yeah, I guess that is enough for the lighting keyword. Let's move forward to another keyword. Okay, up till now we've discussed car wash. We have discussed lightning, as in the thunder and lightning, then lighting as in lightning bulbs. Now let's do something else. Okay, truck repair. All right, let's see what we get. So nothing if I do truck repair. So what if I do only truck? Okay, we only did truck. Warehouse tug. Don't know what that is. Grapple saw. So that is more like a procurement. Then trailer with the dash ceiling, tractors again, procurement. So all of these are, trucks. The only thing that is different here is these are not truck repairs. Either they are rentals, either they are what's it called? Procurements, supply them. Then we have moving furniture, MCBH. Okay, moving contracts are good contracts, okay? So remember, this is also a keyword, but this one's already, very soon, 3 days. Transport trailer, again, this is a procurement. We did it, July 3rd. Brush truck 15. Truck and dock ladder. So most of these are, the procurements. All they want is you to buy these trucks or like trailers and stuff and provide it to them. And now there's nothing regarding the repair. Now, if you see this, upfitting of 4 fire command vehicles for service CF. Upfitting is basically adding additional stuff to the vehicle. Okay, additional stuff would be, for example, here you add a additional bumper, to modify it. In this case, because these are fire command vehicles, they would add like a radio transmitter, stuff like that, anything that they require. It would be written in the statement of work document, but this is already passed. Passed as in sense due tomorrow. So already passed, yeah. June 27th, this was a truck inspection and repair. Know that truck repair contracts are good, okay? Sometimes, but most of the times, it is difficult to find good vendors, but if you do, it is a good contract. I myself won a truck contract, and it wasn't like a very difficult job, an easy job. So do contracts that are unique. And even if you find lesser vendors, try to get the code. Because what if their code is good enough to surpass the number of the vendors, right? So that is perfectly fine. Our main goal is to have 3 codes minimum in order to see if our code is good enough. And if that means you are only reaching out to, you're only able to, I'm not saying you have to reach out to only 3 vendors. You have to reach out to as many as possible, as many as available. But what if there are only 5 vendors and only 3 picked up your call? In that case, you only need to worry that are these 3 vendors going to give you a code? If they do, then we're good. You already have 3 codes. You can submit the contract if the amount is good. Workstation cubicle panel system, July 2nd. So yeah, that is something we can do. Now, we saw a moving job, okay? So I'm just gonna search for moving. This is our 5th keyword. Roller, moving furniture. Yeah, this was the one we saw, but it's too soon. Ford still packing and creating Oklahoma and Arkansas counties. So yeah, this is kind of unique. Recovery equipment, 2 fully functional. Okay. Hack and move collections. But this is due on July 1. We don't have enough time. Purchase and deliver excavator. So more like a procurement. Heard for furniture, cubicle removal, disposal, cleaning. This is good, but not very far. I would still recommend you to do it. Try doing it. So a dam equipment, too big. Fire department, furniture move and storage. This is good. July 15. But you see here, unfunded disclosure. For pricing only, funds are not presently available for the requirements. So that means they're just trying to get a pricing right now. And they're not, saying that we're going to award it right now. They can award it in future. Moving, IDIQ, okay? So that means we don't know what we're moving, when we're moving, how many times are we moving. As I said, we don't do IDIQ and BPAs right now. June 17, already passed. Vehicles. Fence replacement. That is actually going to be our next keyword. So you see, not all the time, whatever you search comes up. Instead, other contracts show up as well. So this is good. July 7 is far, so we can do it if the site visit is available. What did I say? No site visit, no contract. Because if site visit is not available, we don't want to do it. Next keyword we were gonna search for fence. So all of these are good. Wolf abatement fence, July 24, good. Because still a lot of time available. July 11, good. July 10, good. Then we have toilet rental services. That's good as well. And honestly, toilet rental, July 1st is going to be fine for it. For the rental services, we don't need like a lot of days. Even 6 days are not, like it is not specific you have to do 6 days. These can be done in 2 days. These can be done in 3 days because these kind of contracts, they don't need a site visit. So you need to know that is this contract gonna need a site visit? Is it like very important? For example, as I gave you an example of painting, in the painting contracts, we do need site visit because we want to see what we're painting, if it has any problems on it, anything. But contracts that might not need a site visit, or it is not very essential to do a site visit for these, it is fine if you, even if the site visit is passed, even if there is no site visit available. Okay. So in the case of portable rentals, it can be dumpsters, it can be toilets, it can be equipment. In those contracts, we don't need 6 days and we don't need a site visit. So even if it has like 3 days available, go ahead and start doing on it right now. All right. Then we have gate. In the gate, we so only these two. This is crane rental, that's July 2nd. That can be done. As I said, rentals can be done. Then we have security gates. That is July 9th. So that is good as well. We can do it. Then test equipment repair and calibration services. We can do that as well. Brake assembly. Okay, that's good. July 3rd. Water testing services, July 11th. So you can see that when I'm finding these contracts, it is not only the same word that is showing up. It is other kind of contracts as well, and these are good ones. Like you're gonna write down these keywords for future. Because if I just go ahead and search for water testing services, that would be great. I could be able to find other contracts like these. Okay. So as I said, water testing service, that's good. And then hangar flooring repair, July 3rd, we can look at it. July 1st for a contract like this, not gonna do it. And again, if you remember, I told you if a sign-in sheet is added, that means the site visit is already done. Gate attendant means that they need a person to do the job. Site visit is on 1st July, still available July 17. You can take a look at it if you want to do these kind of contracts. Gate repair, earthen roof, July 17, good contract and still available. City gate repair, July 16, good. Wastewater removal. Okay, that's good as well. But it was due in June 21. So market wastewater removal, water testing services. These are going to be your keywords. Now, dam, port, gate, valve, and insulation repair. Now, whenever there's a mention of dam, those contracts are too big. Okay. Once we're done with this, we were searching for gate, right? Now, let's look at another keyword. Okay, so as we're seeing, so these were already passed, like very soon, June 28th, July 3rd. This is again, like a procurement and not a service. Dry dock repairs, June 25, otherwise this was a good contract. Then indoor shooting range, what are we gonna do? Transport, install MISR. So again, more like a procurement, July 10th. You can take a look at it because this is not exactly just supply. They're also asking for install. Repair and renovate Southwick Annex, Robbins Air Base, Georgia. Magnitude 5 million to 10 million. So already know that this is huge. We only have a magnitude of 150K. They're not gonna do that. So we already saw this contract. Print relocation. Yeah, we can take a look at that, and it is still available. This is good. Drinking water samples and analysis. As we saw water testing June 28th, but this is soon. Evaluation of crane, that is again very soon. Crane services to relocate container soon. So crane services, that means they're looking for a rental, okay? June 30, we still have 4 days. As I said, these rental kind of contracts, they don't need a lot of days to be done. So we can do it. Now, let's search for decorations. I'm just gonna search for decor. No matches. No matches. Banners, because sometimes they ask you to develop banners, that kind of stuff. This is actually another keyword that I was going to tell you about, demolition. July 8th, still have time, so that's good. Nothing else. Let's search for demolition. July 15th, still have lots of time. Doors, July 9th. We can do that. Demolition removal of 5 environment chambers, July 8th. We can do that. Disposal, June 24th. Already passed. Various facilities, Key West, July 12th. Various facilities means that there are going to be a lot of buildings. Okay, and it goes on and on. So let me go ahead and write down these keywords, okay, that we were discussing. And I want you to take a screenshot of it, note it down. So I am adding more keywords that I did not do the search for. Demolition, we've already done that. Demolition, car wash, truck repair, truck lighting, asbestos, air monitoring, water monitoring, transport, fence, gate. What else? What else did we discuss? Asbestos is already done. You can also search for mold. Yes, rental or portable toilet. Okay, whenever you search for rental, all kind of rentals will show up. Dumpster rental, portable toilet rental. But if you want to just search for portable toilets, you can do that, or you can just search for dumpster. Okay. Um, you can also search for furniture because that would give you, like, if they want to repair any furniture or they want to move it, like we saw transport, you can also search for moving. You can search for bus transport. What else? We have demolition, we have car wash, truck repair, truck, lightning, asbestos, air monitoring, water not water monitoring, but water testing. We've done gate, fence, mold, rental. Okay, yeah. If I do remember anything else, I will add it and we'll discuss that again. But for now, that would be all. And these are, let me just show you one more trick to find unique contracts, okay? What if I have tried all the keywords and I'm still not liking the contracts that I'm going through, okay? What am I gonna do now? What all I would do is I would put in filters here, changing all words, notice type, set aside, and active. That's it. And now I'm gonna refresh it. And you will see that I get lots of contracts that are going to be for various keywords, various NAICS codes, all of that, okay? Concrete repairs for dry dock and all that. So concrete, you can just search for concrete. Heavy equipment rental, you can do that. It was in the rental. Not gonna do these, not these. No. Yeah, so tanks. You can also search for tank because sometimes they need tank painting, tank repair, tank washing. And this is how I would just keep scrolling through it, okay? Every time I see something that I do not understand or that seems unique, I would keep opening it until I have lots of contracts that I can go through. For breathing air compressor, okay, that was good, but it is due very soon. CO cleaning services, July 8, good. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that's called epoxy flooring. Okay? So you're just gonna search for epoxy or you can search for resin. Those are kind of flooring contracts, like where you need to do the flooring, but those are unique. Very few. One more thing that I remembered is you can search for windows or you can search for glazing. Windows, that would include anything related to window cleaning, window repair. Glazing would include adding black paper, anything like that, okay? All right, I guess that is all for these. And again, of course, change it to 100 pages so you can see a lot of them. Okay, thank you.